There we go. Okay. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a wonderful day here. Bitcoin currently is over 88,000 and it looks like it's about to push $89,000 here. So I'm not going to do a long intro. Let's just get into it and see what's happening with Bitcoin, because so far it's been another great day, a great opportunity. And again, Bitcoin $89,000 is going to be right in 9. Boom. There you go. Move some stuff over on mine because my desk is cluttered right now. Guys, I mean, we're so close to so many things today. We knew this was happening. It's happening a lot faster than I personally thought, and that makes it even better, I think, for a lot of us here. Just so you guys can see, let me get out of this very fast before Bitcoin makes this move. All these little dollar cost averaging moves that we've done, they're all starting to print some good money here. We have XRP, which is the worst performer, up 30%. World is up 267%. Fetch is up 268. Goat is up 264. Render is up 330. Blast is up 80. 1000 Pepe is up 400%. Turbo actually is not performing well. That's up 14%. Poly is up 70%. COS is up 160%. PYR is up 127%. Cat up 300. Popcat up 200. And Ponk up 172% right now, all giving us some really good moves. Other thing here, before we go off to all the technical analysis and all the boring stuff here, I guess Bitcoin breaking $88,000 is not boring. However, Bitcoin here up 274% since we bought it a few days ago. Sheeb up 430%. Sundog up 275. Chess up 150. Moonding up 600%. Deep is up 500% as well, and Goat is up 322%. So a lot of big movers here. On BY DeFi, we had smaller trades on here, but basically Big Time is up 165%, Caddy is up 67%, and Hamster Token is up 800% at this moment in time. So again, you know, we got a lot to be happy about here, guys. A lot to be happy about. I'm going to exit those right now. I want to see Bitcoin actually break above $89,000 here. I'll be moving down some of these MACDs and stuff, and just, well, actually RSI and stochastic. We'll have the MACD here, and I have some nice tea as we chill out for a while. When we get to these types of big moments, guys, there's no real reason for me to talk about all the news and stuff of the day, because the news of the day is exactly what we're looking at. It's Bitcoin breaking out to all-time highs. It's the stock market going crazy. It's everything going crazy because of this, I mean, what do you want to call it? The Trump pump, right? It's the Trump pump. I will remind you guys, just before we get too deep into this, I did scale out 7% of all my Bitcoin here for the long-term holds. I scaled it out around $80,000. Right now, we're obviously a little bit higher than that. I think I'm going to probably scale out another 5%, maybe 3%. I don't know yet. Maybe 3%, just because I already did 7. I'll scale another 3% if Bitcoin hits $90,000 sometime this week. But right now, you're definitely seeing just a lot of money flowing. This is the daily chart here. Bullish candle started right here on top of the breakout. Took a few days for the big move to happen, but it's definitely been happening. Even CNBC's been talking about it a little bit, but CNBC, their reporters don't really understand Bitcoin too much. They kind of talk about the news around Bitcoin, but not really what Bitcoin means. So it's a little bit different here. Let me answer this text message very fast. See. There you go. All right, sorry about that. Oh, so much going on. Hey, Jonathan, was there breaking news? No breaking news as far as I've seen. Breaking news that the Bitcoin is not stopping. That's a good way to think about it right now. Maybe 100K soon. Remember, guys, I was talking about 104,000 bucks a while ago. But these Fibonacci levels that we've been using, I think they've been pretty useful so far. So while we're kind of waiting for this move to happen, let me see if it's actually on this chart already. Yeah, okay, we do have it. So right now there's two fib levels on this chart. Two. I don't know why my camera needs to turn over more times like that. There you go. That way my head's not always in the fucking corner. The first one, of course, is going to be from the lows of 2018, highs of 2021, and then lows of 2022. All right. That's the first one that makes this big Fibonacci level. That's the one that has the white line over here, the green line right there, right? The second one is going to be low, high, low. And this one has a little bit of resistance right around here, around $90,000. Remember, we did have a level of resistance around $81,000. But to be frank, I mean, if you look at it right here, we only got stopped there for like half a day and we kept on running. So these resistance levels can be broken, but you're going to notice when we actually hit them. So that's something important here. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. There we go. But yeah, don't forget about those. And if you guys are thinking of FOMOing in, if you must FOMO, you're FOMOing as a day trader that wants to hold for 20 to 30 hours. You're not going to FOMO as a swing trader who wants to hold for a week, because Bitcoin could be at $80,000 in a week. We just don't know. Of course, it could bounce back up and hit all-time highs again, go to 100,000. But that volatility is going to be there. Okay, the volatility right now really means that you guys have to stay disciplined. I posted a video about this earlier, but if you guys are trading with 5x leverage right now and you're making a lot of money, don't make it into 10x leverage or 20x leverage, because again, if there's too much volatility, you still risk your account being liquidated. Take the profits as they come. You will continue to make money even after these massive rallies. Just please be careful, because again, when people get crazy with this type of stuff, you know how it can, you know how bad it can end up. There we are. And hey, Virla, happy to see you. We're going definitely. New all-time, dude, we've been having all-time highs all freaking day. It's been crazy. All Americans in finance should be sending Trump flowers. Man, they sent Trump votes. That's good. That's good enough. Trump's enjoying this. And on top of it, guys, I think Trump's made a few big announcements today. He's going to have his old ICE director be the head of the deportation force, which is going to be crazy to see how that all is implemented. And then he says he's going to take down the Department of Education and give everything back to the state so they can kind of determine how they want to teach their kids state by state, and the people have more of a choice there. That's going to be another huge thing going forward. So again, there's a lot of stuff going on. I guess it's just going to be so chaotic here, guys. We're in controlled chaos mode right now. Controlled chaos. Why are alts in trouble? Aren't they just like always? So the reason that altcoins are in a little bit of trouble right now, this goes into what happens at the end of this week. And thanks for bringing that up. Ethereum right now, headed for resistance. Solana right now, headed for well, actually, it already broke above resistance. It's still breaking out. Hasn't really closed above it yet, but it's close. Dogecoin, hitting levels of resistance. WIF, hitting a level of resistance. Bonk, hitting a level of resistance. Miro, hitting a level of resistance. Baby Doge, hitting a level of resistance. Book of Meme, hitting a level of resistance. So you're seeing resistance levels across the board. To me, that symbol is like, hey, I'm scaling out of some of my altcoins. That's all it means to me. But if you guys want to hold through this and hope for some type of larger boom, you can do so. But I'm definitely taking some money off the table today, just because I'm like, damn, we pumped up a lot. I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. Shiba Inu, level of resistance. Pepe, level of resistance. Floki, level of resistance right here. Milady, level of resistance. ADA, not at a level of resistance. It's just kind of gone parabolic already. AMP, level of resistance. Arbitrum, level of resistance. We're seeing that a lot right now. Maybe XRP's, no, XRP's the same. I was hoping that maybe it was sideways a little bit different. But Bitcoin Cash, level of resistance. Chili's getting to a level of resistance. AVEX, a level of resistance right up here. Jasmy, level of resistance. Comp, a level of resistance. Crow probably breaking out. Yeah, Crow's been crazy. Crow not at a level of resistance. Maybe I would say this is actually probably looking at a Fibonacci level, isn't it? But no, it's good for now. It's good up to 27 cents. Dot, level of resistance from this former support level block over there. Doge on Mars, still okay for now. Engine token level of resistance, EOS a level of resistance, EOC, Ethereum Classic level of resistance, Filecoin level of resistance, FTM a level of resistance, Gala a level of resistance, hopefully can break out, GTC level of resistance, ICP level of resistance, maybe it can break out there or break out there, hopefully. ID token a level of resistance, KDA a level of resistance. It's just that everything is getting to that point where we need to have another pop for altcoins. Maybe if Bitcoin breathes for a few days, maybe those altcoins can really make that push. But again, Bitcoin is up 10%, almost 11% right now in the last 24 hours. It's gone freaking insane. So as much as I like seeing everything, it's just my job to report to you guys that, oh, Bitcoin's at 89,000. It hit it. It didn't break through, but it hit it. 89,000. It's just I have to remind you guys that, like, you know, there are still technical events happening. As good as Bitcoin is, remember, I still have tons of long trades open. I'm still happy about Bitcoin, but I always got to tell you guys, like, hey, there we go, broke above 89,000. I just have to remind you guys, hey, there are some issues ahead for altcoins if they're not able to break out. It's one of those things where, like, in a couple weeks, if all these altcoins are down like 10, 20, 30%, I can just be like, I told you so, and be like, hey, I did warn you about this. So if you were, like, in hindsight, now might have been a good time to scale out. I'm scaling out, you know, because I like to lock in profits. But what's my issue here? I typically like to scale out a little bit early, and that's my fault, I would say, right? There we go. Everybody's giving me alerts that Bitcoin's hitting $89,000. And right now we've hit up to 89,302. Interesting. Okay, let's put this up a little bit more. Oh, can I not have array? There we go. Oh, never mind. So much for another all-time high here. We're booming. Oh, God, this is such a good day, isn't it? Holy moly, bat boy, we broke 89K. Yes, we did. How is ICP and R&D doing? I can help you with one of those here. Let's go to ICP very fast. Let's see. ICP is one of those things where it kind of booms later on by itself, so just be careful with this one. Yeah, ICP, if it's going to boom, it might happen next week, because I'm looking at this right now, and what do you see? It's at resistance. So if I was to buy ICP right now and I had, like, I thought I was going to break out, my scale out level would start off at around 1065, so maybe a little bit below that, so maybe 1050 or so. So you very much have like $1.20 on this upside here, especially if the daily remains bullish here. Golden crosses are coming. It might take a little bit of time because these golden crosses haven't occurred just yet, but I would still say it's a good time to start accumulating if you haven't done it already. Yeah, definitely there. I would say RNDR has been a little bit more boring, I would say, but I would still say it's been performing very well. We can go right back over here. I can delete that for now. There we go. Dogecoin's been magical, guys. Dogecoin's been very magical, up 20% again today. Everybody gave up on it. People made fun of me for holding it after I didn't sell the rest of it at, you know, up here at the highs. We're looking pretty good, guys. I mean, just as a little point of refresh here. Now, technically, I'm still happy I sold 50% at 50 cents and 10% at 60, another 10% at 70. But if you look at this, you know, we are like only, what, 121% away from all-time highs. That's not really that far when you consider Dogecoin. So just keep an eye on this. We're doing pretty well, guys. We're doing very, very well on this one so far. But again, this was a very boring time. I told you guys about that. This was so boring, I stopped dollar cost averaging Dogecoin. That's how boring it got. Am I mad about that? No, because I bought a lot of Dogecoin down here. So, but yeah. So we're definitely seeing some good stuff working our way right now. I want to stick to the 5-minute chart and the 15 so we can really see Bitcoin moving, though. The volatility right now is definitely intense. Do I see Dogecoin hitting above hitting $1 or above soon? Probably not soon. It'd probably happen still in Q1 of 2025. I think as much as Bitcoin's rallying right now, I don't know if this is really going to be the big altcoin season move. I think we see those peaks happening a little bit later. We're going to see like good growth, I would say. But when it comes to that parabolicness where like people get real stupid, like I'm talking about really stupid, that typically happens towards the end of the altcoin cycle. And I don't think we're towards the end of the altcoin cycle, right? I don't think we're anywhere near the peak of it. And that's why I'm thinking, I'd rather give it some more time before it gets those highs. Very powerful green candles. I mean, so far we're looking really good. You're hitting 160,000. I mean, if it keeps on going up the way the Fibonacci's have suggested, here's a few levels you guys might just want to keep track of. Of course, the next one is going to be 90,000. Afterwards, we have a big level of support, I would say, between 104,000 and 109,000. After that, it becomes 130, and the big one up here is going to be 170,000. That's the big one, I would say. The big one is 170,000. Now, I mean, we'll see if we get there, of course. I mean, you know, you can see the historical patterns. Let me just do this, you know. Oh, gee, this is some old technical analysis. I mean, I guess we are flying. Actually, let's go monthly. You know, we're just now in the start of this new move, and people think it's going to be something like that or something like that. I'd probably say it's going to be something like 2021, especially with Wall Street money involved now. But this move after breakout only lasted for about 4 months. You know, if we go 4 months out, that's still going to be Q1 of 2025 here. And then Trump gets inaugurated in January. We're probably not going to have the crypto bill pass until sometime Q2, maybe late Q1 at the earliest, but I would really say Q2 at the minimum for getting a crypto bill passed. And that could be another big stimulus here. We're still going to have rate cuts going forward. And then if we're lucky, maybe Jerome Powell may get pushed out by Donald Trump. At this point in time, though, it still remains to be seen how that might work out, though. Still remains to be seen how that might work out. Do I have any open trades? Yeah, I have a bunch. I just took off the channel for one of them. I'm obviously long Bitcoin here. I'm along XRP, World Token, Fetch, Goat, Render, Blast, 1000 Pepe, Turbo, Paul, Caspa, PYR, Cat, Popcat, Ponk, and then I was also up. I'll just do the ZoomX ones. Let's see. Our Bitcoin position is up 282%. The Sheep position is up 436%. Sundog is up 248%. Chess is up only 150%. Moonding is up 600%. Deep is up 500%. And Goat is up 318%. So, again, Mimi coins for the win. I'm going to double down on those as much as possible as the cycle really continues. And hey, Max, thank you for being a member for 41 months. That is a very long time. It's been a pleasure learning from you, Mike, for the last 41 months. I feel like this bull market is my final exam. Well, just remember this, and I tell you guys this every now and again. If you're a new investor, and you're no longer a new investor, but if you're a new investor, you have a better chance of making money if you just buy and hold rather than trying to day trade and swing trade. Because if you guys know what you're doing, you're going to lose money because you're going to buy high, sell low, which is going to happen a lot here because of the volatility. Bitcoin may be a little bit easier. Ethereum may be a little bit easier. Maybe even Solana may be a little bit easier. But don't forget, guys, look at Ethereum over the past few weeks. Right? There was a multiple periods for Ethereum where Ethereum fell down about 13%, 14%, 16%. This one was pretty nasty, as we all know, 24%. This one was pretty nasty from that move right there, 35%. We've had some pretty nasty moves, and it can definitely happen again. But, you know, when you're talking about something like Ethereum, it'd probably come crashing down for a little bit, then spike again. This is what people tend to sell, and they panic, and then it goes back higher. Heck, even Crypto Face did this, but I mean, he was trading with so much money, I can't blame the freaking guy. Like if you go over here to X, there you go, Crypto Face. Now, oh man, I hope this keeps going. Look, he's making money right now, right? He's made about $500,000, a good million, right? Let's see. Right? And then literally a few hours ago, he also lost $200,000. It can be wild. So if you guys aren't really ready to make those type of losses and stuff like that, you know, be careful in the market here, right? Be careful. I'm happy he made that money back though, because he was bummed out about it. 15K viewers. Well, so far what's interesting is the numbers aren't anything like they were back in 2021 and 2020. And that's primarily because the government isn't forcing us to be in our houses against our will. You know what I mean? But right now, we're almost going to break $90,000 here pretty soon. Let me get another ray up here. $90,000 right here. It's coming fast. I should change the title of the video to be $100,000 by the end of the day. No, I'm joking, but let's see. Let's see. I will change it for that. There we go. All right. Hopefully the music's okay with you guys too. And hey, I'm happy to see my man. Things are working out pretty well. I'm doing very, very well. I'm a little bit busy today. I still haven't gone to the gym, but I'm probably going to go after this stream. Do I think Shiba will pop again? Yeah, it'll definitely pop. But the thing about Shiba Inu, as I always describe it, is you have to buy it, you have to hold it, and then it's going to look very boring when everything else is kind of rising. And then all of a sudden, one day or 1 week, it's just going to go parabolic for like a month straight. And then you have to sell it during that period of time because it'll fall back down like pretty fast, all the way back down to the lows. So it's kind of more of a more extreme pump and dump, because the pump is going to be so massive, but the dump happens so fast that it's not like a slow grinding dump where you think there's an opportunity to buy again and rally. No, once it starts dumping, you just freaking leave it alone and like come back again, you know, next time it crashes to the lows. Change title to streaming till we hit 100K? Yeah, right. What do you call it? My computer can't even handle this. I was doing a stream the other day, and I think my GPU is dying out on me. So my computer screen just went black. You guys saw nothing, and I had to end the stream right there. And I was like, God damn it, I had to reset my computer and everything. I'm probably going to be streaming with you guys until that happens again today. So you're going to see me talking, and all of a sudden, boom, it's going to go black, right? So it's going to be a little bit more chaotic there. So, you know, just get ready for that to happen whenever it does happen a little bit later on tonight. And hey, Woody, welcome back to the Ruby Level, my man. I appreciate you joining in. This is insane. I did not expect us to get here in this range until Christmas. This is the Trump effect. And remember, guys, I think we got to remember this too. As we've looked over the past few years, and we all kind of watch the news, whether it's like YouTube news, it could be mainstream media like a CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, ABC News, all that type of stuff. What have we been told? We've been told that Trump has no chance of ever getting back into DC, all that type of stuff. So, you know, this was not on the main timeline, so to speak. We're living in an alternative timeline based on how I see the world, because everybody told us that he was going to lose, he was going to get beat by Kamala, or what's the guy over in Florida? Ron DeSantis was going to beat him in the primary, or not Nancy Pelosi. What's that woman's name? She's a war hawk. And Nikki Haley was going to beat him in the primaries, all that type of stuff, and none of it happened. So I think a lot of people, as far as our money was concerned, we were thinking about this being of like, we're going to go higher, but we didn't have a reason for like a major catalyst. And again, think about this, guys. When's the last time Bitcoin had a major catalyst for going absolutely insane? We haven't had one in a long, long time. And now that we do have one, you know, enjoy it, right? Enjoy it. And again, I'll be the first to admit, I've already started selling my Bitcoin that I bought way back in 2022 when Bitcoin was at 25,000, 20,000, 17,000. I've only sold 7%, but I did sell some of it because I have no idea how high we're going. People are going to tell you guys a bunch of different levels and stuff like I do. I tell you guys different levels, but nobody knows exactly where we're going to be topping off at. And that's the reason why at the end of the day, we have to be looking at those historical patterns. And if you guys, whether you guys watch my channel now or later, the historical pattern that we use to figure out if Bitcoin is going to break down and the bull market is frankly over is when we look at some of these moves like the weekly moving averages, right? When Bitcoin has a death cross over here, that usually symbolizes the end of the bull market. Nasty, nasty. There was of course, one right there. Nasty moves down. Just nasty, nasty, nasty. So if you guys don't want to be part of that nasty move, or if you want to sell before that nasty move and then short before it as well, that's where you make a shit ton of money coming back down. And it's not just about shorting Bitcoin. Altcoins come down way faster than Bitcoin, way faster than Bitcoin. I'll tell you that now, way faster. There we go. But I mean, let me pump this up to maybe the 15-minute chart. Let's do all auto. Excuse me. Let's just take a little bit of a peek and see what's going on here. And thanks, Savannah. I do appreciate that a lot, my man. 5 years of holding, I finally sold everything. Oh my gosh, dude, that is a long time to be holding right there. Hopefully you made some good profit. I'm up 14% in the green on my stocks. Stocks have been fantastic as well. Pretty soon I put down the dollar to take notes. I mean, the dollar wishes it was moving up, moving like Bitcoin at this point. But here goes. Ethereum looking pretty good, hitting an old level of resistance or just a trend line of mine. I'm not entirely sure which one. Solana having a good breakout point. Dogecoin up 21% right now, up over 30 cents with what? Up 11% today. Maybe I should make this a 4-hour chart. Yeah, that shows you a lot more, right? Bonk doing the same thing, had a nice clean breakout. If you bought that breakout, you're very happy. Miro grinding up slowly, but still up 4%. Baby Doge down for the day because it looks like it spiked up before market close yesterday. STMX making a nice move, but not moving up nearly as much as I want it to. Book of Meme, Shiba up 6%. Oh, look at Sheeb, see? Sheeb's up 6%. Is anything else going parabolic? AVAX is up 10% right now. That level of resistance that we circled. Oh, that was a trend line that we were circling. Crow's up 70% right now. I mean, if that's not crazy, I don't know what is. I kind of want a short Crow though, but I feel like it's such a huge gamble because it's just been running for the last few days. I mean, look how small all of this looks when you consider how crazy it's going right now. Like, this would be one of the best things to short down the road though. Everybody wants to take advantage of those credit cards they got, or those cool cards they have. Dogelon Mars, because of Elon and Trump, is up 40% right now. I mean, we're definitely in a parabolic phase where people are going to make some stupid decisions, but you know what? You know, everybody has to learn. Everybody has to learn, right? Theta's moving up. World Token, which I told you guys is one of my favorites, is moving up here. Popcat's up 11%. Ocean's up 6%. And Moondang is down 6%, 16% here. Let's see. I sold all of my Moondang yesterday. But it was a spot position. I kind of want to wait to see if this breaks down below some of these moving averages, and I want to buy some more for a longer term hold. Moondang, if you guys didn't know, I mean, just look at this. It ran up like 234% in the last month. It's been popping. I just want to buy a cheaper price here. There we go. Here's the 5-minute chart showing some weakness for Bitcoin. Do we have levels on Doge here, or is it just shooting through 2021, 2020? I mean, right now we do have a level of resistance for Dogecoin, but it's primarily, you got to go back to like the weekly charts or the monthly charts here. You see these wicks from way back over here? That's basically what we're dealing with right now. We managed to shoot through all the levels of resistance over here, but go over to the 4-hour chart. We did face a little bit of a hiccup here, right? Hiccup here, and then we kept on going. So we could theoretically do the same thing. But when I see things getting parabolic like this, I'm more encouraged to sell and not necessarily go all in, so to speak, right? I'm selling what I have. That's why I think if I pull this up very fast. This is the Dogecoin stream, right? I've been running this for years because I believe in Dogecoin. I gotta pay for this. Right, you can see how the views are all of a sudden going up, 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 up. Maybe if I even go to the last 28 days. Yeah, you can see how they're starting to pick up recently, and now they're starting to go sky high because of all the big moves happening. If you guys ever want to watch the Dogecoin stream, it is free. The only money I make from it is taking $4 for the last 28 days. Is basically as people become members on the stream. That's how that stream makes money. But there are no ads on the stream, in case you guys are wondering. I can make a boatload of money if I put ads on there, so, but I don't. But yeah, I could. There we go. Once the bull run ends and we start to crash, how low do you think Bitcoin will go? Ooh, I have no idea until I see that death cross come on when it comes to those weekly charts, because then I'll know, like, okay, the time is over. Now we can start to estimate some of that stuff. Because what I typically like to do is I like to do the Fibonacci extensions, but in reverse, right? Normally we go low, high, low. Well, you can go high, low, high, and have that facing down. For an example right here, let me see if I can find a blank screen for us very fast. There's an anchored view up there that I don't need. All right, so you can see for Bitcoin right here, high, low, high. And then go over here to the weekly chart. And then you can kind of see if there's any levels of support or price targets. Not really, because see, what made this last crash so crazy is it wasn't just a technical crash. It was literally because exchanges were falling like flies and the whole industry was collapsing as we knew it. So maybe that's not the best excuse. Maybe I'd have to go back in time a little bit more. But even then, the last major crash was COVID before that. But right, that would have been a nice price target to buy at. And then it came back up, that was fine. But most of these crashes are pretty darn insane. Maybe this one. A little bit there. I mean, yeah, these crashes just kind of go break through everything. Anything else there? No. Yeah, I'll have to wait for a nice little top here. But I've never guessed the bottom of a move. I basically just wait for us to start breaking down with the 150 weekly moving averages. Yeah, there you go. If Bitcoin goes below this line, buy. If it's above this line, just slowly scale out of your positions and be happy you bought below the pink line. But that's the Bitcoin 150 weekly moving average. We're nowhere close to breaking down below that right now. I mean, again, I go to lounges, I talk with a bunch of people, everybody, a lot of friends, a lot of just people that are curious about cryptocurrency. They're all asking if they should buy in for like a few months or something like that right now. And I'm like, you can, but you're going to have to really watch and see where your Bitcoin goes. I told them if they wanted to be part of like a mega rally where they buy like, at a $20,000 level and they sell it at $100,000, $150,000, whatever it is, they kind of have to buy at a specific time. And now is not that time. Right? It becomes a little bit more difficult if you're trying to make money fast, but don't know what you're doing as far as investing. And or yes, after 5 years of holding, I turned 1K on mine using my GPU to 90K. There you go, man. That's what it's about then. If you're making 90K off of that for 5 years, that's better than a lot of other people. Never underestimate Bitcoin at this rate. It's about to buy a yacht, start a podcast, and explain to us how hard it has to grind to get there. I mean, what's been interesting is I think a lot of the influencers right now are over in Dubai, so I haven't seen as many streams going on as normal. I think it should be over pretty soon, and then you might see more people talking about it. But there's only been a handful of streamers that want to talk about Bitcoin right now. I'd say there's a lot of people talking about it in videos, though, not necessarily streams. Are we going to be able to have the same opportunity to make money by shorting, selling as these pumps eventually? Yeah, you will. But again, it comes down to the fact that you guys are going to have lower margins. People, for whatever reason, they want to go 50x leverage or 100x leverage on shorting. No. You guys are going to have to use like a 2x leverage or a 5x leverage. And that's going to be plenty. When it comes to maybe meme coins, maybe you only want to use a 2x leverage. Maybe you don't even want to go to 5x leverages, right? And I think that's going to be perfectly fine as well. Because again, these moves, like you can see an altcoin going down 30% in a week at the end of a market, right? So you just have to be patient with it. For me though, you'll see when Bitcoin kind of tops out, and then when it starts topping off and we go sideways for too long, then we start to have that death cross on the horizon. Yeah, I'll be a little bit more skeptical about how high we go, then I'll kind of start shorting things. But I really think it's just worth waiting for the average person, waiting for the death cross to come on the weekly chart. And that's because people forget, back in 2021, even when Bitcoin peaked, we still had altcoins running up after Bitcoin peaked. They were running up even as Bitcoin was crashing. So you don't want to choose the wrong token. It's best just to wait, wait for that death cross to come. It may be boring for a while, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. There we are. The new Doge bars won't have any concept of how low low 0.9 centos averages are. 50 cents to $1 is not uncommon for a penny stock. I mean, you're 100% correct. they're going to get hit hard, but it's just part of the game here, guys. It's just part of it. It doesn't matter at this point. They're going to FOMO. And when those guys FOMO, you guys are going to sell your tokens to them, and they're going to be the ones that happily buy it. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, I'm hoping they don't, of course, but that's just the way the markets will always run. Remember, I sold Bitcoin. I sold 7% of my Bitcoin yesterday, right? Somebody bought that shit up and pushed it even higher. I'm okay with that. Because now I got some cash to buy a new computer, do some other stuff. I don't know. I guess I already had the cash for it, but maybe I can be extra bougie with the computer. I don't know. Now it's not that time. Yep. And hey, CT, happy to see my man. Hopefully you're making some good money today. I wonder what I'll do with my coins now. Better hold them or sell some and buy back in case it goes down. Wait. I wonder what I do with my coins now. Better to hold them or sell some and buy back in case it goes down? It depends on your plan. When the market's booming like this and everybody's going crazy and everybody's super excited, you're going to have to stick to the plan that you create. So before you open up any new trades, you have to have a plan about when you want to sell them, what your price targets are, when your scale out levels are. That'll make it a lot easier because you don't have to think about that stuff. You've already done all the planning. It'll be in a spreadsheet somewhere on your notebook. I have a, if I'm scalping or something, I have a notepad right here just to make sure I'm remembering everything, because sometimes I forget. Or when you're making a day trade or a scalp trade, you can literally just put the stop loss and target price within the trade itself, right? Let's see. Everything fine with my signal here. Good, okay. Sorry, I said my chat was disconnected. I was like, oh shit, I'm hoping I'm not losing Wi-Fi or something. Is over leveraging what's driving the run on Doge right now? It's driving the run on a lot of stuff right now. Remember, it wasn't like a 90 or $100 million worth of shorts have been liquidated in the last 24 hours. I mean, while we're waiting for Bitcoin to make a move here, let's just go down the list and talk about what's happening with Bitcoin. As I drink some pumpkin tea. Goldberg Peter Schiff is arguing Bitcoin isn't a store of value at $300 exactly 11 years ago. It's up over 20,000% ever since. This was 11 hours ago, so it must be over 25,000% by now. Bitcoin 90K is a wave. We're looking so good. It just feels good, doesn't it, guys? It feels freaking fantastic. Retail coming soon. Bitcoin $100,000. Bitcoin $28,000. We've been here. But again, I stress, when I was talking to people about buying Bitcoin back around $25,000, $20,000, $17,000 for dollar cost averaging, most people didn't want to do it because they feel like it might go to $5,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. You just got to start buying eventually when it does. The market does crash, but we'll get to that later on. We're nowhere near that point right now as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. $84,000 for one Bitcoin. It really is a rocket ship right now. Oh God, they're getting so dramatic here. They even got the Doge in the corner right there. Bitcoin is entering the vertical part of the S curve and S2F curve. Probably nothing. I hope this means we're looking for a good move. Germany sold all their Bitcoin at 57,000. I know the meme doesn't actually have his laugh, but if you ever get a chance to listen to his laugh, it is absolutely hilarious. Let's see. We can listen to this very fast. Let me just put my headphones on. I always like listening to what mainstream media thinks about cryptocurrency because it's been evolving for so long. Let's pause this very fast. I need to put hip hop or something on afterwards. That music sounded slow as fuck. Bitcoin's still coming down a little bit. And let me turn the volume up for you guys. Let's go to 90% volume.
MicroStrategy and thinking about, it's 50 billion now, but thinking about Michael Saylor and all along what his viewpoint has been and how he wasn't shy at all about, and he almost in real life has laser eyes, almost in real life. But the stackers and the hodlers, they must be, at this point, anyone who has been stacking or hodling is on top of the world.
Oh, absolutely. And MicroStrategy was a first mover in terms of adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. And that's why this national crypto stockpile is so compelling. So essentially, the U.S. government has $16 billion worth of Bitcoin already on its balance sheet that it has amassed through these seizure operations. But what Donald Trump is talking about doing is not only holding on to that, but he's also been talking to Senator Lummis and her team, who put forth legislation to buy 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years, so that ultimately you get a supply of Bitcoin held by the U.S. government that is, tantamount to what we have in gold reserves. 5% of the total Bitcoin supply. So it's just you're even seeing the U.S. government potentially leaning into this hodl strategy, as you were saying.
Well, either you're just really excited about your job or you're orange pilled, one or the other.
There you go. Crypto Wendy's posting right now as well. Let me see. If you want to know why politicians have been changing their mind on crypto, this is the kind of information Washington, D.C. has been hearing about Bitcoin for the last 12 months.
Price, just like,
let's see.
There are only 21 million Bitcoin. There never will be more Bitcoin. When people want to acquire something, it has to go up in price, just like when an artist dies, right? People pay $3 million for some spray paint on bricks in a place in London because Banksy says he did it, right? So don't give me a story about there's no value to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is valuable because people believe it's valuable. That's the only reason the dollar has value. It's because everybody in this room thinks the dollar has value.
Damn. KuCoin's having some fun. Anything else? Oh, okay. One last one. Then we go back to Bitcoin.
R360, an ultra wealthy community for centimillionaires. Barbara, good morning. Great to have you here. So last time you were here, you wore red. You said it was by accident. This time you said it was on purpose. So is that a sign of what these centimillionaires think about this election?
Well, that is a sign that Trump won the election, and we think that there is a lot of big news coming. We had our market opportunities and risks meeting last week, and there's a lot of upside from this win.
All right, so these investors are excited about the win and obviously what it means going forward. One thing you say they're excited about is Bitcoin. So I mentioned to one of our earlier guests that BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, it now has more assets under management than their gold ETF. Of course, we know gold is a safe haven. I know a lot of your investors, they hold gold as well. What's their sentiment when it comes to Bitcoin? And are they doing it directly or through ETF?
We're very high on Bitcoin, and we've been talking about Bitcoin for the past few years. We recommend doing it directly because you don't pay taxes if you're doing it directly. So that's a big difference. But we think that you're doing it directly.
I mean, do you see that, though? You see how gold has been pretty much, I can't show it this way. See how gold's been going pretty much sideways until a few months ago, and Bitcoin had a big move up, consolidated, then having another big move right now? Yeah, Bitcoin's definitely outpacing gold.
So that's a big difference. But we think that Bitcoin could become the next strategic reserve asset. So the country now holds 232,000 Bitcoin. We think that Trump could bump that up to over 1 million.
Over 1 million. And if America buys some, China's going to buy some, Russia's going to buy some, Europe is going to buy some, Latin America's going to buy more, Canada may buy some. Man, we could be looking at a massive chain reaction right now. They just be absolutely massive. Let's see, anything else here? No, we're good with Bitcoin. All right, let's go back to over here. Let me put my music back on, but I think I want to go with hip hop music or something. I don't know why that what do you call music was not making me feel good. We'll see if this is any better. There we are. So let me go back over here. Let me see 15-minute chart. Again, we've been here today, guys. We've seen the dumps. We've seen the rallies afterwards. I'm not too concerned about that. If we start to break above the 20 and the 15, that's going to be more of a concern, I would say, for now. Ethereum's still looking okay. Solana's still good. Dogecoin's breaking out, going higher as well. I really want to see SHIB actually have more of a parabolic move. We're at this level of resistance. We're not even at the highs we were back in February, March. After that, we have a chance of really going high. There's not really much resistance between point A here and point B. So if SHIB could just get one big boom, I think we'd be happy with all of this. AVAX still looking at resistance levels. Yeah, we are fighting a little bit right now, but I think that's fine. There we go. That was a perfect explanation. Is exactly how I explained it to non-crypto people. I mean, when you're talking in front of Congress and you got big money backing you, you're definitely going to be paid to articulate well. I just wish there was more people in cryptocurrency that could articulate things that well, especially to senators who are quite old and they don't really understand how technology works, you know? Remember, guys, just a few years ago, we had the big, famous social media congressional hearing That was one of the saddest things I've ever seen because they had no idea how the internet worked and they were in charge of managing it, right? So it's just one of those things, guys. It's just one of those things. Maybe this is our answer to reducing the national debt. I mean, if America buys Bitcoin and the value of Bitcoin goes up a lot over the years, you know, we could possibly sell Bitcoin to pay back our national debt. I don't exactly know how that's going to happen, but I guess it's a theory out there as well. I was telling people to buy it in the early 2017s. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, heck, a lot of us were talking about it, but at the end of the day, you know, you kind of sound like a madman if you're talking about Bitcoin back then. Now you don't, but back then everybody thought you were freaking crazy. The debt is 36 trillion, so if they could Bitcoin the debt, would that what would do that to the price of Bitcoin? I mean, it would just make it go sky high, basically. It would just make it go parabolic. I think gone are the days of just a little greedy at this point. Risk index is increasing hard right now. Yeah. But again, I cannot stress this enough because, again, you know, I stream on average, I think about 4 days a week, right? 4 days a week. But I know those of you who have been here for a while, you know, we had to consolidate through all of this and now we're getting our benefits. We consolidated through all this, you know, dollar cost average and all that type of stuff so we can get those benefits. We bought below this line over here, so we can get all of these benefits right here. And that's why I just took my first 7%, so I can start locking in those gains. But there's lots of ways of approaching this. Most people like to trade from here to here to here to here to here. And while that is good, you know, you want to know how you get like an 80%, 90%, or like 95 to 100% success rate is if you just buy during these consolidation periods and then just wait for the rip. What makes it more difficult, I would say, for the average investor, though, is not that, you know, it's not that they have to wait. The typical thing is the average investor is not buying Bitcoin. So they're buying something like Ethereum, which is drastically falling, right? And we still haven't even come up to that level of resistance. Solana, sideways. That was rare for Solana. Very, very good for it. Dogecoin collapsed during that time period. WIF came down during that time period. Bonk, actually pretty sideways here. Not too bad. Miro, down a lot. Baby Doge, down a lot. STMX, down a lot. Book of Meme, down. So that's the pain that's been happening. But if you've been dollar cost averaging, let's say you started dollar cost averaging at the height of the market. I'm talking about the height of this the last boom we had in April, May. Your average is probably about what? Towards the lower end of this chart now because we went sideways for a little bit of time. You know, you're probably doing okay as of now. But I wouldn't say necessarily you're looking all excited and great, but you're looking good. You're looking good, right? And of course, if you took the day trades and swing trades we talked about because Bitcoin was making its moves, you're of course making some good money. But, you know, it always depends on when you entered into the positions. Let's move this over a little bit more. I heard the sermon on the mountain in March, and I joined the church in May. Now I'm a disciple. God, this chair is not comfortable right now. I don't know why. Ugh, I think it's my back hurts from going to the gym. There we are. You took some more profits here on Dogecoin. Cheers, everybody. Hey, guys, you can always buy back in with those profits, but at least you have the profits to, you know, so because you have the profits, you can now do something with that extra capital. 100K by New Year's, that'd be nice to see. Dude, there should be a Church of Bitcoin. Wouldn't it be crazy if there was a YouTube channel called the Church of Bitcoin? Ooh, I might be able to do that. I think I have a second YouTube channel, don't I? I know I think I have a second YouTube channel, don't I? Let me see. account. No, it's not one of those. I know I have a second YouTube channel. I think I do. I gotta figure out where it is, but I know I have one. But I could definitely call it that. I haven't used that second YouTube channel in a long time, though. Don't make the mistake of worshiping crypto, though. And hey, Benny, happy to see you, man. Yeah, big minute, never selling, 90K shirt incoming. That'd be nice to see. Nvidia has a $3.6 million market cap, so we're almost on par. Oh, billion? Yeah. No, 3.6 million? Can't be million. Oh, geez, who's messaging me? Let's see. I'm a perfect deacon. A perfect first deacon. Yeah, I'll see if I can do that. It'd be fun just to have, you know, my family was very much ingrained in the church as I was growing up. I remember my great-grandmother owned like 5-6 churches across the West Coast. I could definitely see myself doing a pretend sermon on Bitcoin, and it would just be every Sunday we have a sermon, and maybe we have church live streams on a Wednesday or something like that, where we talk about the brilliance of Bitcoin. Actually, I feel like YouTube would recognize that as a cult, and then they would terminate the channel, but I think it'd be hilarious to do it as long as possible. YouTube might not like me talking about Bitcoin like it's a religious thing. I could say a sermon about how in order to be loved by Bitcoin, you do not need to buy it. You know, you must just embrace it. That way, YouTube doesn't feel like I'm telling people just to buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. And hey, Aiden, happy to see you, my man. So, since Bitcoin is going up so fast, that means alts are lagging behind, right? Altcoin season still hasn't happened yet, right? No, altcoin season has not happened. Basically, we're kind of in this mid move right now, where you're seeing a lot of profit being taken, a lot of profit being made. But altcoin season is a completely different beast. I think we'll know about altcoin season in like Q1 of 2020. See, I want to say Q1 of 2025, but to be honest, we've been moving so fast it's been kind of hard to keep track of. But like, here's what I would say. Sorry, guys, hiccuping a little bit. So let's go to something like a whiff, I guess. Right? This is July, August, September. There you go. This is the move we saw back earlier this year from March, from February to March, or, you know, that move we had earlier in the year. That was something beautiful right there. We haven't even done anything close to that. Bonk. November, December, February, March. We haven't done anything close to that move over here yet. So we're still in the baby stages of whatever this is. You're never going to know exactly when the altcoin season starts, because it's always going to be like a hindsight type of thing. Like, oh my God, that was it. But what I choose to do is I just choose to dollar cost average. Like, basically for Bonk, you know, we're basically the same place we've been for the last few months. Nothing really changed there in the scheme of things. Miro, you know, nowhere close to the highs. We need to have a big surge. Baby Doge, big surge there, but that was because it got listed on Binance. So a lot of stuff going on there, right? So in my opinion, we're not there yet, but we are getting started with some type of really bullish move going forward. Is this the right one? I feel like this is not the right chart. No, this. Okay, this is. Let me see. There you go. Bam 35, or do I hear 42 coming Doge? Oh, I was like, what the heck? I don't know what token you're talking about here. I mean, Dogecoin's still doing very, very well compared to Bitcoin. And that's perfectly fine for us, because Bitcoin's been kind of stalling out here a little bit over the past few hours. Right? First big plunge right here, came back up, looking for a second plunge. So it kind of feels like we're slowing down just a tad, but not enough to freak me out. Look at this 4-hour chart. You know, there's a reason I'm scaling out of my altcoins right now. right? It's because we're kind of going parabolic. I want to take some profit off. I don't need to lock in, 50% or 100% of my profits. I'm just locking in 10, 15, maybe 20% in some circumstances. A few tokens that I have spot, I've sold all of them, but that's because I have a feeling they may dip down over the next week or so and I want to be able to buy them cheaper. But like those are things like Mudang and stuff like that, which are a little bit more volatile. So they can literally drop like 30% in 2 days or even 1 day. So, I'm a little bit more careful about those types of tokens, how long I want to hold them onto. Do I look for a total 3 for altcoin season? No. I don't do anything fancy like that. I'm basically just looking to see how much money is flowing into the markets. And then once Bitcoin starts to go really parabolic for a period of weeks, then you start to see some of those moves. Let me see if I can think of an idea to show you. Okay. So you could say Bitcoin's first parabolic move in 2021 really kicked off here in November of 2020. Funny enough, it's November 2024. All right there. In fact, I need to have a new layout here. Let's just make a new layout, actually. Create a new layout. Blah, 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 blah. Numbers. Tab. And we need to have 2. And we need to get rid of the volume. Monthly. We need log on. There we go. Alright. So November. Alright. Then let's go over here to Dogecoin. Oh, no, that's not what I was looking for. There you are. A monthly chart for this one. Dogecoin started in why? Okay, hold on. Sorry, realizing how tiny this text is. This is how tall. This is how big the text is on my phone. That's why. All right. November of 2020 is when Bitcoin started to go crazy. Bitcoin went crazy in January of 2021, months after Bitcoin started that big move. Go back a little bit more. I'm trying to find OG tokens that have been here for a while. Shiba Inu. October of 2021, which for Bitcoin was all the way over here, right? Let me see what else. ADA. You could think ADA started going right here, November of 2020, but it didn't really go parabolic until January of 2021 or February of 2021. Again, a little bit afterwards. Still that initial pop right here, but you can see it's nothing compared to once it really started getting going. Who's playing music behind me? Oh, that's Conway Twitty playing behind me. Let's see. Ape token. That's 2022. XRP. We talk about this quite a bit. November of 2020. Crashed. Spiked. Complete mess of a rally. But again, it waited a little bit before I had that big pump. This took until April of 2021. Compound. January of 2021. In November of 2020, I mean, it wasn't doing shit, right? So don't be surprised if altcoins don't make you excited for a couple months. And again, we're seeing really good moves from altcoins, but it's not that salivating, like, holy fucking shit, look at us go. It's not that type of move right now. We'll get there. Trying to think. Ethereum Classic is another one. This really didn't start going until March or February of 2021. We had a boom in January of 2020, but November of 2020, a little pump like that. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, everybody. I'm trying to think if there's any more. ICP, that was too late. ICP was a fucking shit show. Mana. October of 2021, way over here. Sand. Oh, it was too new at the time. Matic. April of 2021. November of 2020. Different times, guys. Altcoin season does not necessarily mean that, like, doesn't exactly happen when Bitcoin's starting to go parabolic. Again, you can think of Bitcoin altcoins having a crazy time up here, but not so much when Bitcoin was actually going through the big rallies. We'll have moves, but it's just a little bit different there, okay? I hope that opened up your eyes a little bit. It really is crazy, you know what I mean? How when Bitcoin decides to make those moves. Now I need to get to 5-minute chart. No, this is not my 5-minute chart. There we go. 4-hour chart. We're looks like we want to consolidate a little bit. I hope we don't have to. And there we go. Okay, sorry. I feel like that was dog hair in my thing or something like that. There we are. See, the bears have gone extinct on the Doge stream. Well, I mean, hopefully they weren't shorting it, right? We did just start a new day. It looks like it's 4 o'clock daylight savings. Happened a while ago. A new day, right? Yeah. Okay. We just started a new day, so this could definitely just be a wick for Bitcoin's daily chart. But all of a sudden on my screen, all of a sudden I see a whole bunch of red over here. And I'm like, look at all that crap. But that's just because we started a new day. I was like, oh shit. Hey, Mono, this is not the movie yet. No, the movie will be much more dramatic. It'll be, I don't know how to describe it. It'll just be crazy. And again, this gives you plenty of opportunities to start dollar cost averaging. Maybe not right now, of course, but like it gives you opportunities to say, hey, I'll buy a little bit here, I'll buy a little bit there, I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Instead of just buying at all-time highs like the weird people do. Ethereum already died, brother. Compared to Ethereum to Bitcoin on the last blow run, it's not the same. This time NFTs flopping killed Ethereum off. Yeah, Ethereum. Yeah, I forgot about the NFTs a little bit here. I was never into NFTs. You know, we have ordinals right now, which are built on the Bitcoin blockchain, I think. But yeah, NFTs are definitely not the same thing. But again, to be honest, there's not really a big reason for it, but besides I don't like gas fees, I've been pumping up Solana a lot more than Ethereum. I feel like Solana has so much more upside than Ethereum. Plus, personally, the head of Ethereum just seems like a weird guy. Weird people like that kind of like make me not want to invest in Ethereum. And I own a lot of Ethereum. It just always makes me like, God damn it, why are you running Ethereum? What can I trade so I don't line Trump and Putin's pockets? Ethereum looks like a good short, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't think about you making money. I would just make whatever money you can. I've never actually, I don't know. I don't think Trump makes money when I long Bitcoin with 5x leverage or 20x leverage. I don't think Trump makes money from that. I mean, Trump's son may make a Bitcoin website or something like that, which would be kind of crazy. But besides that, I don't think so. They've already tried to make a token, and I told you guys flatly I wasn't going to buy it. But then I guess you can't even, like most of us couldn't even buy it if we wanted to. I think it's what's it called, guys? Only accredited investors can buy it. So World Liberty, I think that's what it's called. There you go. Shape a new era of finance, be defiant, get it right, DeFi. Check out their X account. 189,000 followers. I'm following them because I wanted to talk about it, but honestly, nothing crazy going on here. I mean, let me see. Seed token. I live in the United States. Yeah, I mean, they still haven't sold many tokens at all. I mean, at all. USDC. Let's see. I wanted to buy $500,000 worth of token. Right. Doesn't say how much I'd have to spend. I don't know. Maybe I have to connect my wallet, but honestly, I don't feel like connecting my wallet to this website, so that's going to be a hard no. Closed? No, that was good. He should have closed it. Veterans Day, Department of Education, Pocahontas. Damn. Politics is still leading the way here. At least you got Bitcoin in here finally. Good for Melania. Jesus, there's a bunch of politics going on today. There must be something going on there that I just don't know. Mike, this already feels nutty. That's the thing. We're not there yet, right? We're not there yet. But again, this is why right now I'm kind of explaining things to you. Like if you guys joined at the beginning of the stream, you guys have already heard this, but I'll say it one more time. You're seeing a lot of altcoins run up into pretty large levels of resistance right now. So just be careful. There might be some short-term sideways action before they attempt to break out. But until they break out, we're up against a large level of resistance for a lot of tokens. Bitcoin's been doing fantastic. Everything's been good, but I have been scaling out of some of my positions just to make sure I can lock in some profit because I enjoy locking in profit, right? So that's my 2 cents. I don't want to hear anybody if Bitcoin comes down 5-6% tomorrow. I don't want to be hearing anybody say, "Oh my God, I didn't sell anything. I didn't make any money off of that magnificent move." Yada yada yada. You know what I mean? But again, it is what it is right now. We're still flying. I would like to make a donation to the Society to Cure Trump Derangement Syndrome. Oh my God. What's right there? With some of these exchanges, is there a tool that will let you move your mouse and tell you the amount of profit or loss when you're using leverage? Or do you just have to manually calculate it? So you can't like manually move it up and down, but if you add a target price in there, it'll tell you how much profit you're going to be making from hitting that target price, basically. So you can type in $69,000, it'll tell you the profit right there. $75,000, it'll tell you the profit there. You know, you have to type it in, but that's the way it works. There's no scanner thing there. The only way to do it is maybe have like a measurement tool, but that only tells you the percentage gain. You can do that in a way if you have if you open a $100 position, a $1,000 position, but anything else, the math kind of gets really fuzzy in a hurry. You sell when the normies and celebrities are buying? I mean, pretty much so. And right now, I feel like a lot of people are talking about it, so I might as well take some profit. And hey, OP Mary Productions, happy to see you. It's definitely been a very, very bullish day for a lot of us here. You would have 1,000 live on a Doge channel? Yeah. I mean, when Dogecoin hits $1, we'll probably have a lot of people in there, but not for a while. Remember, the thing that got my Dogecoin stream and all my other stuff so packed is because Elon Musk was actively talking about Dogecoin. He talks about it nowadays, but he's not nearly as involved with Dogecoin as he used to be, right? And that's okay, right? He's busy helping Trump lead the free world, you know, First Amendment protections. He has X, he has Starlink, he has Tesla, all that type of stuff. Tesla robots, Tesla AI, all that crap. But yeah, so he's busy. And a Miro short, I just took 50% profits. Can you do a quick T on Miro short term? Thanks. Yes, and thanks for being a member, CT. Let's see if I can find Miro. Where's Miro here? That was towards the top. There it is. Ooh, wow, look at that big boom right there. We talked about it a little bit today, but I think we'll do a small recap. Near right now is at a big level of resistance and is trying to have a breakout moment where it can go parabolic and start hitting this old level of resistance around 17 cents. At this point in time, though, we're just not seeing the momentum needed to break out above it. Probably just because we're at this, you know, it's a stiff level of resistance. What it looks like it may happen over the next few days here is that we may consolidate a little bit longer, and then we may have a breakout towards the end of November, really having that huge spike there for this altcoin and a lot of other altcoins. Remember, there's a lot of other altcoins up against levels of resistance right now. On the shorter time frame, though, this is where things I think get a little bit more iffy. You see how we have this? Let me get rid of that line. You see how we have these higher lows working out? It's not really giving us anything too good because every time we break out, we kind of just get slammed back down. There's some type of artificial wall up here, or just, you know, a whale pretty much controlling what's happening. Want to take a bath? Gotta stop whining. Loki's whining for a treat, but he doesn't have any treats. They're all on the Amazon truck on the way here, so he doesn't have a treat in the house. There you go. But yeah, so right now you're just seeing a little bit of weakness here. The 4-hour chart to me is kind of what I would say is the biggest deal breaker for this right now. You see, it's been kind of choppy when everything else has been really bullish so far. For me, and how I look at this from the most capital I can make from it is simply just to buy and hold. It's been kind of shaky lately, and it kind of the floor can fall from it very fast. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, I'd probably still be buying this dip up here for the next few days, waiting for a larger move. I don't see it like crashing all the way back down to here or something like that. It's just more of how long do we have to stay in this sideways move before we have a larger breakout. Still looking pretty good. 5-minute chart though. Yeah, there's just some games being played right here, and it's a lot easier to play games with this type of stuff when the market cap is so low, right? Definitely a little bit lower. Should I take profit on KAW? It really depends on what your plan was at the beginning of the trade, right? You guys always have to have your own personal trading plans. So whatever, if you wanted to sell it now or you wanted to sell a bit later, that's really up to you. Most people are scaling out a little bit right now. I've scaled out a little bit right now, so it's kind of, it just depends on what you feel like you need to do. For a normie, how normally only have some ETF? Should I wait for 90K or for this Unreal? I don't know what you're talking about, but if you want to sell any of your assets because you feel like you've made enough profit, you can definitely do so. I mean, I'm an adamant proponent of scaling out, but I don't want you guys to sell a position and then it keeps on going up. You're like, oh, I could have made more money if I didn't listen to you. Right. So I don't really give financial advice like that because I've gotten so much hate over the years by just saying, hey, it can't hurt to scale out. Then you're like, well, I missed out another $500 because I sold 20% right now. It's really up to you and your individual trading plans. And Johan Kim, I already sold part of my spot bag at $81,000 for Bitcoin. I'm going to sell the next big little bit at $90,000. After that, I'm thinking of about 100,000, and then I'm going to wait to see what happens next. I think my official level is like 104,000, so a little bit below that, maybe $102,000. See, holding your alt in 100K Bitcoin. Oh, you're playing the long game right now. See, my channel used to be good, but now that I got 12 going at once, it sucks. 12 going. I don't even know what that means. I only have 2 streams. One's a Dogecoin stream, and one is a 4 thing stream running on there. But whatever you say, my man. I'm definitely selling if we sniff 100K. I think a lot of people will. I mean, the consensus right now that I've seen on the social media and the news, CNBC's and the more establishment media, we've been seeing stuff more like 150,000 being talked about or 200,000 being talked about. I'm hoping we get up to those levels. I'm still going to be scaling out as we get closer, right? It's more of I'm going to have, not like a trailing stop loss, because most spot exchanges don't allow you to have trailing stop losses, but I'm going to be watching to see what happens with some of these moving averages and kind of how this long-term Bitcoin arc moves. Let's see. See. All right. So making sure I'm reading everything I need to. There's a whole bunch of messages I'm getting about all this stuff happening. It's only a good thing the more people talk about the price getting to 250K to a mil. If more people talk about it, more people buy it up. Remember, everybody was talking about Dogecoin hitting $1. Then when it didn't, I mean, everybody got mad, of course, but I was like, I don't know if Bitcoin's hitting $1. I'm selling at 50 cents. Pi cycle top. Sure, I can help you out. Normally it's for members, but I know you used to be a member. Let me see. Actually, I don't know what that ticker is. Pi cycle top. I don't have no idea what that means. Are you talking about Pi Network? I don't know. Let me know what you were talking about there. Fuck my life, don't sell yet, Michael. I was just joking about was doing the reverse psychology thing. Oh no, what do you call it? This has been my plan for a while. I'm okay with it. I've been making some good money this cycle. Remember, I made a lot of profit back in 2021, so I put a lot of money into the spot market when everything was crashing and burning. I made a lot of money. It's been a while, and you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the money once I start selling it off here, but see, I live a pretty frugal life. Remember, you guys know I have like an old car, like a 2012 car. It's nice. No, it's a little luxurious, but it's nice. But I don't have car payments. Insurance doesn't cost me a lot because I don't have a crazy expensive car. I have a house. My bills aren't really a lot. So I'll probably end up buying some fun stuff. Like I'm going to buy a new computer. I've always going to do that before, but I think I'm going to buy some VR headset type stuff. I think I might get the MetaQuest headset. And then one of my friends was raving about a pair of glasses that actually has the screens within them. So it's like a really cool pair of glasses. And it's not like the big goggles, it's glasses with the windows in them. So I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff here, guys. There will be a cycle. Don't sell it all now, Mike. It'll lose a ranch and the pony. I didn't say it. I don't know. I feel like I said something wrong. I am not selling all of it. I sold 7% of my Bitcoin holdings that I bought back in the end of 2022 when everything was crashing. What do you call? I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to lock in some of those profits. And no worries, Tony. I can help you. I just don't know what Pi Cycle is. Oh, Pi Cycle top. Okay, the indicator. Indicator. Pi Cycle top. See, I was looking for a token. Pi. There is no. Pi Cycle top indicator. Maybe this is it. There's a few of them, it looks like. It's not doing anything to my chart here. Yeah, it's not doing anything to my chart, but I'll try to find another one in a little bit. You are seeing Bitcoin come down quite hard, though, so be careful here, guys. After we just had this whole hour-long talk about scaling out, now everything starts to fall down a little bit. That's kind of funny. Here's the 15-minute chart. We're holding our first level of support. Let's see if we can hold this very fast. I'll add on a little bit of support here. There we go. We're on 86,372. We'll push on the 5-minute chart. Actually, the 1-minute chart, and we'll see what happens. Hey, Vegas, Nick. Crow chart. So, okay, Crow, this is a little bit more difficult for me personally because it just went parabolic, if that makes sense. I mean, you can see the last 2 weeks, everything's been going crazy. This one is a little bit different than other tokens because it has the... Crypto.com actively is looking for people to buy this because they have a lot of perks if you own so much of their Crypto.com token. So what you see is towards the beginning of an altcoin season or beginning of a bullish run, people will load up on it because they want to hold it for about a year to get all the benefits and then sell it all at once in order to make the profit and get all the benefits. It's a very weird cycle when it comes to Crow. Right now, though, you know, we were looking at Fibonacci levels earlier when we were talking about this, maybe like a half an hour ago. And, you know, they really haven't been working out for us because it just went boom. I mean, there's been no resistance really for this at all. If you want to look at levels of resistance, the next big one that I see is going to be around 63 cents. And that's because it kind of matches up with some of these all-time highs we had back in the day. But let's see. Oof. Let me see if I can find something as far a little bit longer term, working our way over here. A little bit there, a little bit there. A little bit higher at 32 cents. I mean, yeah, it's really cleared for some really big moves. Let's go to shift. No, original. Oh, that's not really working for us at all. Inside. Inside doesn't actually look too bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Inside, okay. You might find some resistance here at 26 cents, or the resistance could be right here at 20 cents. And if we don't close above it by the end of this week here, because again, we just started a whole new week. Yeah, I'd probably say, I mean, this is just going to be a good scale out zone right now. But as far as a clear level of resistance, we're already breaking above it. I mean, maybe at the end of the week, this is just, again, a gigantic wick, but we're doing fine above 20 cents right now. I would have a stop loss around 20 cents personally on this type of trade, especially if you've been holding it since before the big pop, which was kind of so crazy. I don't know who got into that on time. I didn't. I own some Crow, but not because I thought it was going up, just because I wanted to see if the benefits were worth it for those cards. For fuck's sake, I thought we were holding. Why is the price already falling? The sheep said 100K. This is why I have these talks with you guys to scale out. But again, I put out a video earlier today. Did I put out a video? Let me go to my channel. I'm also testing out a bunch of stuff this week. So you guys know YouTube set out, they set out for 3-minute shorts. And I'm sponsored by Opus Clips, so I test all those shorts on my channel too. And so I've been trying to do these ones right here between Trump and Joe Rogan to see how they kind of would do. But the way that YouTube promotes it, it's in the video section, even though they're shorts. And the shorts look like this, right? Nice. But for the video, I don't know, it's broken. There was a video for members 4 hours ago talking about resistances here for altcoins, what happens next. Bitcoin has a new God candle. Bitcoin heading for a huge another milestone. Bitcoin hitting a big resistance. I guess I have been talking about this resistance levels for a little bit of time. Okay. But again, I think we've been blasting through some of these resistances at the same time. Do I think 32 will hold, Michael? Should I go deeper, like 28 cents? For what token? Dogecoin? I don't think 32 would hold probably for Dogecoin. It may end up having a big spike, but it'll still have a decent dip here. Again, daily chart for Dogecoin, I mean, it could technically go down as low as like 28.54. As far as those hard support limits, I'd probably say 27.24. After that, come down here towards 31.23.7. But if you've been holding Dogecoin for a while and you want to have a stop loss just to get out of the trade and get back in later on, I'd probably even choose 31 cents right over here or over here 27. But it's a big difference. Like, let's say you traded this break of structure right there. If you have the stop loss up here, that's 42% profit. If you have the stop loss down here, that's 24% profit. You know, a little bit different. Or you could have a limited scale out where you have like a scale out stop loss. So you sell 20% of your position if it breaks down below this, and you sell the rest of it up here if it breaks down below this. That way you can still lock in more profit up here if it does happen to turn around here. Big moment coming up for Bitcoin in the next few minutes. So we have to see if we can hold and ricochet, maybe a double bottom or something, or if we continue falling down, because that'd be a pretty brutal hit for Bitcoin in the short term here, guys, in the short term. I'm finally even on Elon after 2 years. All it took was Elon getting close to the president-elect of the United States. See, there we are. Crow has the Lakers. That it does. Are the Lakers good this year? I have no idea, but I hope they are. I'm a totally different investor? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I am. I wouldn't be surprised if I evolved a little bit as far as investing is concerned. I think I moved a lot more towards momentum trading. Maybe not as much fun, I would say, as in the old days, but momentum still works out. I think, I don't know, some of you guys have been here for a while. You know that I've changed my trading style a little bit more over the years, but I feel like momentum trading has been the best for me, and that's when the MACD, the RSI, and the stochastic all line up. I think that's been a lot easier for talking with you guys and having frank discussions, because then we can kind of like look at it, expect it, and make those type of trades as needed. Do I think buy the dip coin is going to do well? It's on the Kronos blockchain. Okay, so I haven't looked at it too much. I have heard of it. I would say with a token like that has been moving up quite a bit, if it does have a pretty good dip, I might say I might invest anywhere between $100 to $200 into it, but only in spot. I would not trade it with leverage. I think it's just like a spot hold. Whatever amount of money you would take for the casino for like half a day or half a night, just toss it in there. If you're willing to lose $500 in the casino in a night, maybe toss a fifth of that into the token or a half of it into the token. That's kind of how I would think about it. Legos are great this year. Oh, good. I'm happy about that. I haven't had a chance to watch much basketball because I've just been watching so much football lately. Seahawks had a bye week this week, but I was watching the Steelers, and the Steelers were fantastic. I loved them. I'm so happy for Russell Wilson getting away from Sean Payton. Oh, finally doubled my average price. Doge. Now when do I sell? When you did your trading plan, what was the price you wanted to sell at? That's going to be the best choice for you. Like, stick to that discipline that you had earlier. It'll help out a lot. You're the same, Mike, just more polished? Yeah, I could say that. I'm wearing these blue glasses here to help my eyes. That's probably something a little bit more dramatic than I'm used to doing. But I only started doing this week, so that can't be that big of a change. It's just been nice because, remember, guys, you can tell my glasses. I have a freaking bright-ass light going in my eye. Normally what I do, which I actually forgot to do because I was a little bit late to the stream today, my bad, is if I turn up the volume on my speaker or turn it down, look at the light on my face very fast, it'll go down. And I don't know exactly why. Oh, it's not going down. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. But there's no signal thing on this light. There's only an on and an off switch, but pointing at my remote and turning the volume down, like, keeps on making the light go down lower, 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 lower. It keeps on going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And I don't know what's going on with it. And meanwhile, I'm just, turning the volume up and down over there. I have no idea what's going on with it. But normally I'm not, yeah. Bright lights and staring at computers for years and years has really fucked up my vision to the point where I can't even drive too well at night. So I'm thinking of getting some really nice glare protector goggles, because my astigmatism has been getting horribly worse, like very, very worse. Not my eyesight, like I can still see the same as far as distance, but like the quality of driving at night has been absolutely horrible. 15K viewers again. I got to get more excited. I got to do some 24/7 streams. I think when I get myself my new computer here in a few weeks, I think I will do a 24-hour stream, but there's going to be like me using the bathroom, me letting Loki out for a little bit, me playing with him, maybe my sister being here for college and she can take him out and, to go run around and stuff. But I'm getting so that'd be cool. I'm getting a new fence for my yard as well, so Loki can spend a little bit more time outside by himself, and I don't have to worry about him digging around and like escaping. So that'll be also pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. Gonna put another long on Bitcoin right now. Stupid on the chart, but they keep on surviving. Again, this is why momentum works very, very well, though. This is why momentum works. Because if the daily chart's still bullish, the weekly chart's still bullish, even if it goes down a little bit, it's still generally going to go back up. And that's why I typically go with a 5x leverage or 10x leverage, because, even if Bitcoin takes a 5% loss before it does a 20% boom, I'm down 50% instead of over 100%, and it keeps on going up higher. So I'm scratching Loki's butt over here. He's all jealous of what's going on. There you go. Here, you guys can say hi to Loki very fast. Loki, you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, look at you being up. Good boy. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy. What you doing? You doing? Stay away from the tea. Yeah. He was going to try to drink some pumpkin tea. I don't even know if dogs can have pumpkin, actually. But see how dark it is now? When I just flick around with that remote for a little bit, I have no idea why. It's so weird. There we are. FOMO back into Dogecoin. At least you admit you FOMO'd back into it. At least, right? Let's go Dodgers. Clap, 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 clap. How high do I think Dogecoin can go by the end of the year? Oh, man, that's difficult. I'd probably say as high as 50 cents if we keep on going at this pace. If it goes higher, I'd be surprised. But again, I've been surprised by Dogecoin many a time. Not gonna lie, I'm mind blown about how many people still buy Doge. Too high of a market cap. There's just too many other options in the meme world. Yeah, but Dogecoin's kind of a sure thing, right? And Dogecoin has the backing of Elon Musk. It's been around for a while. People don't have a fear of it, like, having like a being rugged or stuff like that. It's just kind of been around for a while, and the market cap is still good. It's still been around. Are there better things out there? Yeah, but if you want to be sure of something, you can buy Dogecoin again. Remember when we were buying Dogecoin at a nickel, and we were like, guys, it'll go from a nickel to like 60 cents. That's like a sure profit type of thing to do. 10 cents to a nickel. Still talking about 10 cents to 50 cents. Still make some good moves, but it's just going to be a little bit different. Pumpkin is very good to dogs' gut health. Ah, there we go. Actually, this has actually said something about stomach health when I had the tea bags and stuff. I'm a big tea guy. I need to drink. God, I'm tired. I'm stuttering like a fool right now. But yeah, I normally like to drink tea because it helps me when I'm talking so much like right now. FOMO is killing me and others. Get crow with knife while it's cheap. Funny enough, I actually just bought some of that a while ago. I think I sold it over the past few days. But I did used to have... I used to have that. I used to have crow with knife. I think I'm going to buy it the next few days, though. Hope it doesn't boom. Maybe I'll buy it back tonight after it's gone down a little bit. Doge has a reputation of being widely being known among non-crypto people. That's also true. I mean, you guys know my rules for buying cryptocurrencies during the rough times. It's always going to be dollar cost averaging tokens that are below 5. Well, let me just show you guys. We've been here before. Filter. We should talk about the top stuff as well here. Price below a penny. We got a market cap below 500 million. Now, after everything's popping off, it's going to be hard to find those under $500 million tokens. But still, they're going to be there, right? Ape NFT, reserve rights, baby Dogecoin, holo, dogs, all this type of stuff. Now, these aren't all going to be meme coins here, but honestly, all you can do is go to memes. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and load. Load, you fool, load. Okay, well, we can start right here, 300 million, 600 million. There's some stuff in here. Turbo, below a penny. Dogs below a penny. Other dog under penny. Baby Dogecoin under penny. Apu under a penny. Osaka Protocol under a penny. Hey Potter Sonic Obama Inu under penny. Simon's Cat under penny. Andy under a penny. Moon with the Bull under a penny. Doge on Mars under a penny. Snick under a penny. Mirror was under a penny at one point, but now it's not. This thing kind of run wild before I can get it. Bobo is fine. But again, now we're already underneath a $100 million market cap, just like that, right? So near Ethereum is there. When Hoppy, I have a lot of Hoppy. I was hoping it would do good, but it's actually dying a horrible death right now. Let's see. Wojak, Bud, no, that's Toshi. There's stuff there. There's definitely room for there's definitely lots of tokens still out there to buy. It's just that you have to put like $20 here, $20 here, and one of those $20 is going to go boom. Maybe multiple ones will go boom. You just don't know, but you can't go all in, because if you go all in and it doesn't work out, then you're like fucking screwed, right? Do you need a big truck to pump ish coins? No. Do I have Kendu on my watch list looking good like entry here? I do not have Kendu on my watch list, sorry. But as long as the momentum is good, you should still be able to buy it and do some trading. It's just that right now with Bitcoin kind of going sideways, you just have to have a stop loss to prepare yourself. Nothing crazy there. see. Elon will be the largest gathered meme coin of this cycle, almost without a doubt. Still not listed on Coinbase or Binance when it does. That'll also be a good move. I mean, I bought that so long ago just because of Elon, nothing else. Just Elon and Mars and Dogecoin, like, you know, only reason. Curious, what is the lowest market cap meme coin that anyone is invested in? Oh, God. For me, it's like something that I bought when it was like at $5 million market cap and it went down to 0, basically. I don't know if I actually have... I might have it. Let me go over to my Telegram channel. I tried to learn how to do the small market cap trading a while ago, and I just failed miserably, so I just kind of gave up on it. Because I wanted to see if I can make some money with Tron, but now I'm not making any money with Tron. Let's see. Skip later. There you go. You can see my average. Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of this. There you go. You can see my average price was around here, and the coin is now at like a 0, basically. I mean, somebody's bought it over the last few minutes. I mean, somebody has, but I mean, like, there's no way to restart this sucker. It is what it is. I don't care too much about it because it was like $50, but like, damn, you know, it went down. It's like 99.33% loss on this position. So that's kind of like how crazy it can get, but I don't think most of you guys are going to be buying tokens like that on average, right? Most of you guys don't need to be doing all that type of crazy stuff. There we go. Doge to the moon. So far, Dogecoin's been looking good. Well, down 3% so far today, but come on, that's because we went up like 20% yesterday. Nothing crazy. Those are hard, man. Fun to look back on. Yeah, of course. That's why I specifically told you guys I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm taking a huge gamble by placing these types of trades. And it ended up working out, like, as far as me learning a lot. But the lesson I learned was, like, stay the fuck away from that type of shit. You know what I mean? That's the lesson. I mean, that's the lesson I learned. But yeah, I mean, that's the lesson. Unfortunately, that's the lesson I learned. The small market cap ones are tough. I invested in 23 so far. 19 are essentially 100% losses. 2 gave me ridiculous gains through that paid off everything else. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even buy 20 tokens worth. I just bought like 4 or 5. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's take a look. Is anything going crazy right now? Okay, Milady's still going up right now. Milady is going up even though Bitcoin's going down. Crow is still going up a little bit here, not by much, but it's going. And then World Token's still having a move. Look at that. I told you guys World Token was one of my favorites, but I'm hoping for this sucker to get back above $10. That's how much I want to see this thing boom. And again, I already have longs on this. What am I talking about? I don't need to buy more, but I got longs on all of these positions right now. Moodang is down 5%. I think I need to buy back down into Moodang. How's the daily chart looking? I don't know if I want to buy into it just yet. Moodang was one of my best returners over the last few days, as you guys can see. I mean, like, it was really, really good. That's why I had to sell it off yesterday, because I was like, this is too good. I need to sell all of it off. Maybe I was a fool for selling it all off. Jesus. It's pouring down rain outside by my house. Washington weather. And hey, Ethereum is trash. Hey, I appreciate that, man. So happy your channel is what it is now. Yeah, I become much more relaxed. I think I got really stressed out back in 2020 and 2021 because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. You know, and I think my ADHD just made it so much harder to have something consistent going like I had back then. So I think right now I'm just going to continue to do all the videos I want to. Whenever I want to make a video, I'll just post it. I'd rather kind of be like a smaller niche community where like I have a close amount of people that follow me. We chill, we talk. People will come in during bull markets, they'll leave during bear markets. I can kind of accept that now. And then I just don't want to become like crazy like BitBoy. You know what I mean? I want to be chill, relaxed. And just, you know, keep things humming along. That's all that I really want these days. I'm hoping that I can make something more of like formal content down the road. I've been trying to, and when I do make it, I get more views for it. I I need to make sure that I can do a quick video where I talk for 5-10 seconds in front of the camera. There's some type of zoom in effect or something. And then afterwards, what I have to do is I really have to focus on putting a story together around that idea. So I'm probably going to use ChatGPT to help me with that type of stuff. But until then, you know, I got to get some time for it. And I think I do have some time for it, actually. But it's just, you know, I'm going slow with it. Let's see. There. What do I think about Trump media? I think it's kind of like a meme stock, in my opinion. It's kind of fun to ride the waves and whatnot. I think it'll be very volatile during Trump's presidency, so I think it's worth trading. But like if there's bad news, it may go down. If there's good news, it may go up. That type of stuff. But it's a really high risk token. You can make a lot of money trading it if you know what you're doing. I wouldn't know how to trade that personally. It's just too much volatility because Trump is a very volatile person, which is good for people that want volatility, though. And hey, Allison, hey, y'all, what a beautiful day. I actually cried. I like that mentality. I wish I had more friends in the crypto that could just sip whiskey and talk crypto with. Most of my friends got burned last cycle and exited crypto. I mean, honestly, a lot of people got burned last cycle because it ended so abruptly. Can you imagine what would have happened if we didn't have all the crazy interest rate hikes and stuff? We could have seen Bitcoin maybe only go down as far as 25,000, 30,000, then start to skyrocket even higher. But I mean, we'll never know. We'll never know. Just, you know, find your favorite YouTubers. You guys aren't only watching me. I hope there's a lot of other people out there that are really chill. You know, enjoy the show, talk with people, you know, and just have a good time. I mean, right now we can be so chill because we spent the whole last few months buying up shit, and now that that's actually pumping, we're not the people that are saying, "Oh my God, can I buy? Is it too late to buy? Is it too late to buy?" We've already done the buying. And you know what I mean? We've already done the buying. My poor NFTs. NFTs got slammed. I don't even know if NFTs are ever coming back. Like, what's the NFT website? OpenSea. I feel like if you're like maybe famous, you can sell one, but OpenSea. I don't want to log in. I just want to get into OpenSea. There we go. The fuck? No. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. There you go. Okay. Courtyard.io. Floor price is like nothing. Trending top. Floor price. There you go. Yeah, top of the last 24 hours. CryptoPunks are moving. Board Ape Yacht Club is moving. The Lady Maker is moving. That's kind of nice to see. 6 hours. Yeah, really just CryptoPunks is really making the big moves here. And I mean, that's what you're buying. That is exactly what you're buying right there. Last sale was 25 Ethereum, 72 Ethereum, 140 Ethereum. I just don't know the value, guys. I just don't know the value. Yeah. I just can't understand it. Just can't understand it. But I am no guru. You know, I'm no NFT guru type of guy. We think Bitcoin could become the next strategic reserve asset. That is awesome. See, even it's worldwide. I can't pronounce that. Bitcoin está $1,000 arriba. Yeah. Jesus. Let's see. Yeah, El Salvador's been loading up on Bitcoin. El Salvador, luckiest gamble ever. Luckiest gamble ever when it comes to El Salvador. Can you imagine if Bitcoin was at $20,000 right now, how bad El Salvador would look? But now they look like fucking geniuses because they've been loading up on it for a while here. I have an NFT called Crypto Cannabis Club. I love the community. I think it has a future still. Yeah, but that's community. That sounds pretty chill. especially if you can get a free NFT or something that's really, really cheap, I don't think it's like not worth getting one. I just don't understand how somebody could pay like 20 Ethereum for something, 5 Ethereum, even 1 Ethereum for something. It just doesn't seem like it's worth it. NFTs may have a purpose for equity, but too weird and seemingly dark money laundry. That's also something right there. NFTs will have a comeback when they get integrated with gaming, and not something I'm big into myself nor as an investor, but they'll have a comeback. I think gaming would be a good place for them to kind of go into. I think you're right about that. NFTs won't come back, brother. That's why Ethereum doing trash this blowing Trump's the only pump Bitcoin now. I mean, I'm hoping Ethereum can come back because I own some, but it definitely has been underperforming. I do think NFTs can make a comeback. It's just not going to be in the way of the artist, if that makes sense. It's not going to be the artistic ones where they just plaster something and then sell it. There's going to have to be an additional thing of volume there. I could totally see Taylor Swift selling 100 limited edition NFTs, and then you can only buy them with cryptocurrency. And then anybody that has the NFT can automatically unlock early ticket sales for certain things, right? I could totally see that happening. But that's something so niche, right? I don't see it being like a mass adopted for a while. Love NFTs and gaming. Yes, Siri, stop trashing Ethereum. It's the king altcoin. I'm hoping it does well. I mean, it's been doing well so far. Really because I had the pop of the last 2 weeks. So that last 2 weeks of popping was great. And hey, Trev, happy to see my man. Definitely a rocket ship moon guy. Moon day, excuse me. It's like Elon Musk is sending Bitcoin to Mars right now, along with Trump. Yeah, Dogecoin was a good call. Yeah. Dogecoin, I don't know. I've been doing this so long, guys. So I mean, it's like 5 years or something like that. But you just see so many of these patterns happen over and over again. My only goal is just to scale it a little bit to make sure I'm making some good profits. And right now, Bitcoin's actually doing okay. Let's zoom out very fast. This is Bitcoin's all-time high, just in case you guys are looking and joining the stream for the first time here. All right, we did just break out. We're in a sideways trend right now. We're going to see if we can push it up here towards 88,815. Probably going to be a little difficult to do, but at least we're on our way to do it. Sure. Do I use support for Bitcoin if we see a bigger correction? Oh, would be a pretty big support. I mean, right now it'd be all the way back down here on 74,652, and that would end up making Bitcoin launching a new consolidation pattern where we have a breakout later on in November. Basically, it'd be something like that. But I mean, I could even see it being just as low as 80,000 at the same time here. We'd have to go over to the 12-hour chart maybe for that one. Right over here, 78,000, maybe something like that. But we haven't really had any bad news to really mess up this market here. Kind of what I'm looking for right now is the Dow Jones is still going strong. The NASDAQ showed a little bit of weakness right now for the first time in a while, and the SPY still ended up positive for the day. But the NASDAQ showed a little bit of weakness today, which was surprising. Maybe because, I mean, the stock market's also been going parabolic as of late. But if I were to go maybe to the 15-minute chart, and then I open up the market sessions. I mean, this big move this morning happened during New York time. Right? New York time, Tokyo time. I haven't had really big moves. Tokyo time. Trying to find like the largest moves. We haven't really had many. Okay. So we're still in a good opportunity to see Bitcoin keep on moving higher. It just feels like we're sputtering a little bit here. So we might make one more big boom, maybe two more big booms up to maybe like $91,000, $93,000. But it feels like we are going to sputter here pretty soon, which isn't terrible, but it's not. It's never as fun when Bitcoin's just not going straight up, as I think we all agree with. I got my jelly on Ethereum, but that's but she hasn't but she's used good and now to me. I don't even know what that means. Oh, there we go. Let me see what's going on here. I mean, World Token is still booming here, guys. It's up 10% in the last, 52 minutes? How much is our World Token up? Where do I even own a World Token? I own so many accounts. Must be on weeks then? WLD, yeah. Yeah, our World Token is up 463% right now. So, yeah, so we're doing fine with it. We're doing good. Fetch is up 307. Yeah, World Token is the big thing where that's actually moving us right now. 1,000 Pepe is up 364%. Cat's up 325%. Yeah, World Token is my best token on weeks right now. We're definitely having some good moves right now. But we want Bitcoin to be doing what World Token is doing right now. That's the fact here. That's what we're looking for. Because we need Bitcoin to make a strong move up. Otherwise, we have that rejection, and that turns into a new trend line. Then we have to wait like until, you know, the afternoon for that secondary breakout to occur to push us up a little bit higher. Which, again, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing because we've been consolidating quite a bit. Remember, this consolidation period lasted for about 2 hours. Big boom breakout afterwards. This consolidation lasted for about 4 hours. Still had a big move afterwards. This consolidation, I don't know if you want to call it consolidation, but had to break at that point. Okay. This consolidation lasted for a few hours and we had the big breakout, right? So I'm not too concerned about this move. Bitcoin's doing pretty well. Let's see. Shib will usually underperform until it goes parabolic. It doesn't really move with the rest of the market. It'll go boom eventually, but it's kind of random when it does. I haven't found a consistent pattern to be able to tell you guys about it just yet. We have a big wick for Bitcoin at 92,378. Robinhood has a bunch of issues when it comes to this type of stuff. I don't know why. I feel bad because people end up buying at that price and then it comes crashing back down to whatever the real price of Bitcoin is. Yeah, Bitcoin's market makers are not that good. Robinhood's Bitcoin market makers are just not that good for whatever reason. And I've never understood why. The biggest discretion is, I think a couple years ago, comp was really moving on Robinhood, and a comp was like $300 higher on Robinhood than it was on any other exchange. So all these people were buying up comp at crazy levels, and the lucky ones were selling comp at those crazy levels. But they basically they basically bought this token for like an extra $300, and when it came crashing back down, like, what the fuck happened? It was like, yeah, you didn't see the regular price. They were only looking at the Robinhood prices. There we go. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to call it a night for the stream. I'll try to stream a little bit later on tonight, but I'm getting a little bit tired here. I need to take a break. I need to get some dinner in me. John Gallagher replacing Gary Gensler. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. He will still be stern on the fraud stuff, but he will not go after every single crypto company for doing something different, right? So that's the way I kind of see it at this point in time. Right now, guys, Bitcoin's still making a big move. We may even go to all-time highs a little bit sooner than expected, but I'm going to call it a little bit of a night here, and I'm going to go relax for a little bit, and I'll be back live probably around 8 o'clock, like maybe 3-4 hours or something like that, and we'll go for another hour. I don't want my computer to overheat because it's been doing all that shitty stuff lately. Right now, you know, what do you call it? Relax, enjoy the charts, and I'll move you guys over to my Dogecoin stream, and again, I'll see